Hi, I'm Leslie Watkins. I'm the Engagement and Partnerships Manager at Mansfield Community and Voluntary Service. I think there are a number of reasons that people volunteer, and the benefits are very wide. Some people volunteer because they've had a personal experience and they want to give something back. So maybe something's affected them or a member of their family and they want to get involved in that cause. Some people volunteer because they want to use it as a route to employment, either if they're young, maybe it would help them get into university or get a job. Volunteers are really important to all organisations, be they big or small. Volunteers are sort of the icing on the cake. They help a lot of organisations to go that extra mile and do things that perhaps without them they wouldn't be able to achieve.
My name's Carl Winterton and I volunteer for the Stroke Association. I'd suffered a stroke myself actually a couple, the first one we didn't notice for a long time. And there was so much happened after the stroke, to me, I'm Paul and my partner, that I thought it'd be a shame not to try and make something good out of this, to put it to some good use. The sort of activities I get involved with are really varied and wide-ranging. Something I've very much enjoyed has been speaking to fellow survivors and their families and friends, etc. And that's been immensely rewarding to me. And I hope they've got something out of it as well.
I think the initial thing that made me think about volunteering was I hadn't sort of worked in quite a while due to quite a lot of mental health difficulties and sort of been on a psychiatric ward ever so briefly at one point. I think my first kind of process was I actually went to see a bit of a careers person advisor, and she said, look, I don't actually think you are ready to go and do full-time work or even sort of part-time work. So I was told, look, maybe volunteer somewhere to see if you can find anywhere. I feel that I now have somewhere I could come back to for support if I need to. I have a circle of people who I can sort of say, look, this is what's happening at the moment. Is there anything you can help me with? And I've really gained through that, knowing there's people who say, yeah, you're not a what, you're who. That is really a very, very powerful thing.
Well, my name is Special Sergeant Clark. I'm a Special Constable, Nottinghamshire Police Service. It helps you build your character and your personal skills. It makes you feel like you're getting a lot back from the role that you volunteer for. Whether that's helping the community by volunteering as a Special Constable, and also helping fellow volunteers to make them feel valued.
My name's Amelia Else, I'm from Meaden Vale and I run Voices of the Vale Children's Choir. There didn't seem to be a lot for young children to do within our little village. We were hearing a lot about children being bored in the evenings, teenagers sort of getting into trouble for hanging around on the park and things like that. So we just really wanted to provide something that could get them away from the PlayStations, get them out. A lot of them didn't even know anybody when they first came to the choir, and now they're all just like one big family. They're such a close group. It's just nice to get a whole range of young people together to make music and friendships.
I am Oliver Edwards. I am 8 years old and I am part of the Voices of the Vale. We do lots of singing, dancing, musical theatre, and I like it because it's just really fun and it gets me out singing lots. I think the volunteers are nice, helpful and kind.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Morley and I work for the Stroke Association as a coordinator. When I recruit volunteers, the first thing I am to them is immensely grateful because we need them so badly to spread our services as widely as possible. Sometimes we only touch the tip of the iceberg, and the more volunteers we have in North Nottinghamshire, the better job we can do for stroke survivors, their families and carers.
Nazywam się Agnieszka Miczejko. W tej chwili studiuję psychoterapię i bardzo chciałabym zostać psychoterapeutą i pomagać innym ludziom. Dziękuję i pozdrawiam. Volunteering in Clearways will help me to get more qualifications, so I can gain my counselling qualification, and I can work as a counsellor. I come from Poland, so I already living here almost 11 years. I always feel I like helping people. I feel like I wanted to do the counselling, and which is my dream job to become a counsellor. And I know because English is not my first language, so it's quite sometimes difficult. However, the place like Clearways volunteering is helping me to develop my language as well.
My name's Mrs. Mary Penford, and I'm a volunteer for Neighbourhood Watch. Obviously, it does give you confidence, because you feel that you're doing something very useful, something that I thoroughly enjoy, because I enjoy being with people. Because even though I've got 3 children and 7 grandchildren, they don't live on my doorstep, they live quite a way away. So I had to make a complete new life, which I feel that I have done.
If Voices of the Vale didn't exist, I think one of the main things the children would miss actually is their friendships with each other, because they've met a lot of new people.
It's a really fantastic, powerful feeling, and I feel like I'm fulfilled as a person.
It's given me a direction, and all directions, so it's given me new avenues to explore.
It's exciting to meet new people, and sometimes if you do, your confidence gets up as well.
It's going to help me get back to what my new normal is. It's not going to get me back to normal, it's going to get me back to my new normal.
Mainly I enjoy it because I enjoy being in the community and working with the community.
He's been volunteering for about 15 months now, and...
Must feel like 15 years to you.
No. And I've seen Carl come on leaps and bounds.
When you first came to choir last year, we could tell you've always been a little bit of a singer, because you came in as our little Ollie Mers, didn't you? But since then, your confidence has just... You've come on so much, haven't you? You're singing solos all the time now, aren't you?
Mary and Ryan are great examples of people within the Mansfield community that come together every single day to help us and help the local community to keep things safe and make sure that everybody's getting that support and care where it's needed. So on behalf of the local community, I'd like to thank you all for what you do.
The willow tree that I've been dreaming of.
Brilliant, brilliant.